What is up, everybody? In this video, you are going to go over the exact one strategy that you can use, whether you have $100, $1,000, or $1,000,000, and consistently bring in income to your account that you would normally never get if you have a 401k or anything like that you normally just do not touch. This is cash flow that they do not tell you about anywhere. So with that being said, let's jump on over to the monitor and get started. The number one strategy that everybody with a small account can actually do here. And again, you can do this with a lot more money too, but I want to focus on the smaller account and the number one strategy that everybody else can be doing. If you guys have 100 shares of a stock, all you have to do is sell a covered call. So we're going to do two different ways of this. One for the small account, one for the big account, guys. I'm just going to show you really fast a covered call. Side note of the video, if you are new to the channel, there is a free, 100% free, costs you nothing PDF on how to sell options below. All you gotta do is click the link and get your free PDF. With that being said, let's get back to the video. These are all in the money. Here, 681. Yeah, these are out of the money. All you have to do if you have 100 shares of the stock is sell the option against it. That's all you gotta do. And you're gonna make some extra income. You make the difference in between. So if it's a 679 and it goes to 684 and you sold the 684 here for $1,400, almost $1,500, you collect $1,500, but this is 45 days out. If you are a smaller account, which I know most people are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to preface that before we go any further. Is you're on Robinhood. It's where most people start. It's the easiest way to start for 100% of people that doesn't need anything fancy, low capital, lowest fees. Start with Robinhood. I even use Robinhood still. I have accounts on Robinhood. You guys see I have a joint account with my wife over here on Robinhood that we just mess around with things on. It's okay. You don't need fancy software for this. Really, most people don't need fancy software for anything. But I'm going to go anywhere between 40 to 47 days. The 45 days is the sweet spot, but it's okay. We're going to go 47 days. I'm going to give myself 2 days extra of time. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to click this little thing. This is called an options chain. All you're going to do if you have a small account, and this is literally if you have $100, you can make a 10% return roughly every month and a half on your money. Now, there is risk. I don't want to say there's risk to everything. Anything that you buy, there's a risk if you do nothing. Remember that. If you do nothing with your money and there is inflation, you are losing money every day. That is a risk. But we are going to go find, you guys see I have these inputs up here, delta and out of the money. I'm going to go pretty far out of the money. I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to be looking for a put option. And what this does is it allows us to collect money as long as the stock doesn't fall to a certain price. That's it. It's that simple. Except for if you have the money to do it, you can do it what they call naked. But most people don't. So I think that this is the one strategy that everybody should be doing that nobody talks about. That's pretty easy. Now, again, there is risk involved in this. I'm not a financial advisor. I just only do my own money. And these are strategies that I apply in my own portfolios. Now, I also have bigger portfolios where I do things naked. But we're going to look at this here, and you guys are going to see probability of out of the money, 89, 90%. Now, a lot of people when they first start, I understand if you're going to this 90%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. Here it'll say sell. And you'll see that this opened up right here. I'm going to sell one. I don't have enough buying power. I don't. But I can also buy this one underneath of it. Now, I do have enough buying power to do that. So all I would have to do, and you guys are going to see here, that there's a little bit of a spread on these. Now, when the market's up, you are going to have that. But normally the market is closed right now. So on Monday morning or whenever I'm looking at this, you're probably going to get about 7 cents. Now, 7 cents actually means $7 because every option is worth 100 shares. So it's got a multiplier on it. It's one thing you guys got to learn to do the quick math. You don't have to be good at math. It'll do it all for you. So you'll see that I have a estimated regulatory fee of 4 cents. Buying power here, it does it all for you. It tells me my max profit is of $7 right here. My max loss, $93. Because even if this thing goes completely against me, and we're going to move this over here so we can see it. This was a 601. So I can go all the way out to 601. And as long as this stock in the S&P 500 SPYs ETF stays above 601, we collect $7. $7 on $100 is a 7% return. You have fees. That's the price of doing business. And no matter what business you're doing, whatever investment you're in, you're going to have to get over that. There's fees, there's commissions, there's paying employees, there's everything. This strategy is something that allows people to get into the game without having a ton of money. And I think that's the most important thing. You're thinking, oh, I lose $100. It's a horrible risk reward. I'm not disagreeing, but statistics is what you're missing out on, this law of large numbers. The probability of this thing hitting down here to 601 is very slim. And that's why you're going to be able to continuously make money month over month. Now, there will be eventually a time where the market does fall really hard. You have the 2008, you have the 2020s. You can put rules into your own system for that, allowing yourself. So at any time, you can also buy back this contract. You can stop it out instead of waiting 47 days up here to be able to wait to get your $7. This thing's probably going to become useless if the market continues to go up faster than that. You can take half of it or sell it at $3. Now, if you're trying to sell it at $1, most people aren't going to pick this up. Even market makers aren't going to pick it up. But I like to shoot for a 50%, anywhere between 25 to 50% profit on these. And they're like, oh, now I'm getting even less money. It's okay. You're going to be able to redeploy capital faster. You're going to be able to get the compounding effect. It's the most amazing thing for any account that you can get. Normally, to be 100% honest with you, I'm only in these trades anywhere between 2.5 to 3 weeks max. So I'm actually getting it faster than every month. And I'm scooping them up. I layer them. So if I'm doing a 45-day one this week, I'm going to do a 45-day one next week as well. And so that every week I'm getting more and more income. Now, I understand that it takes more capital. It takes time. Again, you invest in a 401k or whatever you invest into every week for your employer, or if you're self-employed, maybe you put it into a savings account. Savings account's not making anything. They're making 4% a year. It's not bad. But continuously compound and put rules into this strategy. The more you do it, the more you'll realize. Like for me, if I'm collecting 7 cents, my max loss is $14. Once it gets to $14 of a loss, I will cut it. I will buy it back. I will close the position and I'll open a new one. It's the law of large numbers. I'm okay with having some losses as long as, once again, my win rate over here is 90% probability. That's a huge statistic that people aren't going to have in there. And again, don't let it go to $100 loss. I think that's a bad decision. I personally don't do that. And again, I only trade my own money. I am not a financial guru or anything like that. I don't have any letters behind my name. I only run my own money. I don't take anybody else's money. I do this in my own portfolios. This is just my experience and the strategies that I use to be able to compound my own money for me and my wife. So with that being said, this is the easiest strategy. If you have any questions, please comment below and I'd be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions. Thank you guys.